And coming to you from probably somewhere in Mississippi, just guys talking about sports and stuff. Ray and Rodney, or Rodney and Ray, whatever. It's the R&R Show.
Let's go! Why? Why are you down like that, man?
You thought I was playing. I'm on the whole show down here. You thought I was playing.
Yes, I did. I didn't think you were serious. Nah, see. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Come around. Come on.
Yo, let's go.
Oh, what's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? Everybody, come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I know it's been a minute. But we up in here tonight. Everybody, come on in. Let me hit this.
Are you gonna do it for me?
Hey, man, I'm finna hit this share button right quick. Y'all get in here. Hey, I'm multitasking, man.
Hey, man. I'm gonna tell y'all why he's multitasking. Hey, man, do the show intro, then we can get into it. You don't skip the whole segment trying to do everything. Come on.
Hey, man. Hey, man, thank y'all for coming on in tonight, man. Hey, like we always say about this time, thank y'all for liking, sharing, following us. Thank you for following us on YouTube, Me Too, My Space, Your Place, Our Place, Twitter, and all those things that matter. If you know somebody who ain't doing the same, make sure you tell them, tell their mama, man. Who else? Hey man, I can't do that intro again to save my life. This is what is known as the R&R Show. Welcome.
Y'all jump in and check in. You know what I'm saying? If you watching right now, just check in. Let us know you're here.
Just check in. Let us know you.
Ray up there, and I'm right here.
All because Rodney is up there. And Rodney is up there.
What up, Mom?
What up?
My man, Aaron.
What's good, man? Y'all, so much going on. Y'all know we always like to take our breaks. Hey, man, you cut that music off, though.
Hey, I just thought about that, man. That music's still going.
Yeah, it's still going. Loud and proud. But look here. I know we always take our little break. Well, here. What's up, y'all? What up, B? What up, Larry? Hey man, where my boy Tony at, man? Tony to get in here. Look here, we always take our little break after the Super Bowl or whatnot, until maybe the draft or something big happen during the free agency and all that kind of stuff. So something must be going on if y'all looking at our faces right about now. It's a lot going on in football, man.
There's a lot going on in football.
You remind me of the black puppets, man. The one with one of the puppets like. Oh man, but yeah, man, a lot going on in football, man. I mean, God, dog.
All right, let me chill out.
It seemed like it started out with Debo, and then it went from there, man.
Hey man, look, it just caught fire for something that we knew were gonna happen, but it just that's how it is all the time though. Every time the New Year start with trades, we do a show.
Yeah, but do the news Do the news usually be this big though?
Hey, but you know what? This was a year though. A lot of stuff was poised to happen, and it's for sure happening. So
Man, we're gonna
break it down.
we're gonna try our best to fit it all in.
Hey,
We're gonna try our best.
I got a way we can do this if once we get to going now. I can go straight through the teams right now. I got everything, every team is done.
Man, whatever you got, man, I got. What's up?
All right, bet. So, give me a team. Who doing a whole bunch and ain't doing nothing? Give me a team.
Who doing a whole bunch of who doing or nothing? Oh, golly, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm disappointed in the Bengals.
The Bengals. Oh,
I really am. I really am. And it started with them franchise tagging yeah, T. Higgins, man. It started with that right there. First of all, you throwing all this money at this man for 1 year to do the same thing that y'all did the last couple of years. Y'all, because you're not going to get any better. The team has been different ever since Mixon left. And, dude, I mean, they still got the same issues. Mediocre defense, trash offensive line. Burrow having to throw the ball a bazillion times, that's make them one-dimensional. I know they chase Eaton and all this kind of stuff, but do they win? No. So let Higgins go on by his business and they start addressing the issues that they really, really need to address.
I think that's why they did it. They kept some folks, and I get what you're saying, because their defense put them in a bunch of spots last year. And like you said, no O-line to speak of, and they hadn't done nothing to address it. They actually re-signed the O-line. Anyway, they got a few moves. They kept some people, and they got a couple people, which is not a whole lot of. They got a defensive tackle and they got a running back. I'm not. You still looking for somebody to fill Joe Mixon shoes, and you go sign somebody nobody knows.
Who did they sign?
Samaje Perine.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it was 2 million. It was 2 years, $3.8 million. Come on.
Who did he play with previously? Do you know?
Man, I could find out if you give me just a second. Last year he played.
Riley, get on your job, Riley.
Right, what are you doing? He played with the Chiefs.
I know. Oh, that's what I thought. That name sounded familiar. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Now, but for them not to have addressed any offensive line issues, that's bad. Because Joe Burrow was always in a spot in games where he was up. He always played from behind. And if he has some O-line help and a little more defense, just a smidge more defensive help, he win a majority of them games.
I agree.
Big time. So they not addressing that issue is a concern. Now, keeping T. Higgins, I think you got to do everything you can to keep him. But don't keep disrespecting him with a franchise tag. Do that once and let that man make some money. Pay him or let him go.
But see, and this is the thing though. See, they played themselves simply because they should have went ahead and played Jamar Chase. But Jamar Chase done went out there and did what he did. They expected him. Now you expect him to play. He bet on himself. Right. You know what I'm saying? He didn't hold out. He's like, all right, y'all don't want to pay me. Then boom, this is what we gonna do. He went out there, he bet on himself, and he ended up being the triple crown in wide receiver position. And now they got to come with whatever he had pretty much asked for. Yeah. And so now, whether it does lead T. Higgins, either franchise tag him or let him go. They're not going to be able to afford to pay him the nice contract.
Yeah.
They screwed themselves kind of sort of. But they didn't get any better to me. How about you? What team?
They haven't got any better. Now, B had one, and he hit us with this one. Washington.
Washington. What about Washington though?
Yeah, I need to know what about Washington. You liking it or you not liking it? I can go find what they done did. I'm scrolling.
I know what Washington did. What Washington did.
What's going on with it?
They got Debo. They got Larry Thompson. They got Larry Thompson from the Texans.
They did.
That's big.
They did.
That's big right there.
And they retained some defensive help. They kept Bobby Wagner. They kept they kept the tight end Zach Ertz. They brought him back. They kept the other tight end John Bates. They got it. They signed Kinlaw. Yeah.
They did sign Kinlaw from San Francisco. You're gonna be here. You're gonna be hearing a lot of from San Francisco tonight. You're gonna be hearing a lot of that.
Yeah.
But we gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it.
Let Allen go. Who is Allen?
Let some pieces go.
Who Allen?
Let Allen go.
You got to tell us about that one, cuz. So check this out.
But I do think the Redskins did well though.
Yeah. Now it was one that really stood out. It was I can't remember it for nothing now. I
can tell you a couple that stood out.
I'm finna go to the Eagles real quick. And OP. They let a couple things slide, and I don't know about that. They let their safety slide. They let him roll. He signed with somebody else. It was another one. They let Big Play Slay go, and it was somebody on the O line. It was either O line or D line they let go. I'm a little confused with those moves. You know, that's a little.
Look here, dude. Look here, dude. Pump your brakes. They let Sweat go. You know, Sweat gone also. But look, pump your brakes.
Sweat.
No need to get excited. The Eagles do this every single year. They lose what a lot of people think are some very key pieces. But like I said today in the conversation, man, the Eagles draft well. They draft really well.
They do that now. They
still got a lot of pieces. They still got a lot of pieces coming back. You know, your boy from up there in Horn Lake, what's his name? Jacoby Dean, he'll be back. You know what? I don't know. You had that rookie number 33 playing back there. DB one. They good. They gonna be all right. Watch. So Philly gonna be all right.
It's just some of it, and they do draft well. But some of it, some of it money moves. A lot of these signings is actually money moves. But
this is what I want to know from you. What do you think about the Justin Fields trade to the Jets?
Ooh. Hey man, I'm just gonna tell you the truth. Pittsburgh didn't do that man no justice. I do not like the fact that Pittsburgh let that man go when he was such a positive piece on that team. And then you didn't even get a chance. You didn't get a chance to try to do something with him. That's what messed me up. You got him for nothing, but you had a chance to do something. Him going to the Jets, the Jets are trying to get something rebuilt. And why not start with a young quarterback? We'll see how it work out, but I think he's gonna be all right over there. Just depends if they can keep adding pieces around him. Not necessarily the offensive pieces because they got a young receiver. They got a decent tight end. And the O-line still needs a little help, but it's still early in this thing too.
I'm gonna tell you, they got one of the luxuries that a lot of teams don't have in the NFL. He got the tight end. Yes, he got the wide receiver. I can't call his name right now. He got that. But ultimately, he got a feared running game with Brees Holmes and them cats, man. So that's going to be a big plus. So that's play action, something that he can get back to. That'll probably help him out, whatever. But I feel like that was a good land for him. They got the pieces, I feel. And they still got an okay defense and whatnot, but I like to see where it's gonna go. But speaking of Pittsburgh, I think they got a little mess on their hands. Right now they don't have a quarterback. Everybody's looking at Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. We know they got DK Metcalf, which was a big pickup, also a big pickup from the Seattle Seahawks. So a lot of people that I've been talking to seem to be leaning towards the Russell Wilson, Metcalf, throw them up and catch them, combo, reconnection or whatever you want to call it. Somebody to feel like they're gonna take the old man, but I don't know. I feel like they're striking out on both of them.
I do too. That's what I do.
I really, really do. I
I don't
really,
want
really
to. Look, you did it last year, and you know what Russell Wilson is about to give you. You know what he's going to
do.
give you.
Which Russell Wilson did. Russell Wilson did. He did.
He did fairly decent. He did fairly decent. So, but my thing is, if you knew that you weren't, I'm still hung up on them letting Fields go because you don't have no. That's a future.
Hey, can everybody hit the share button for me, please? Everybody hit the share button for me, please.
That's the future. And I'm like, dude, you ain't give him a chance. It was not that bad to where you didn't like him. It was not that bad. And you finna tell me you finna give up him for a dude that hadn't won a meaningful game in 3 years? Come on, Mike. You got this your last ditch effort to try to get it and keep some money? Because if you don't do it this year, I think you're going.
Come on, man.
I don't like that. That was nah. But them picking up Metcalf was big. It was big. That was big. Let me see.
Hey, what about? What message do you think is sent with the Daniel Jones going to the Colts? I got a message out of that.
Hey man, look, this is the message. The message is, bro, you need to come in here and work and act like you want to play the whole game. Because if not, I'm gonna put this dude in and let him do better than you. Because Daniel Jones has been in a bad system. All right, so let's get that out of the way. Do you agree that Daniel Jones in New York was in a bad place?
Let me first of all say, Jason, you can go on with that cowboy mess, dog. It ain't happening. No, it ain't happening. No.
So do you agree that he's in a bad place?
He was in a bad place in New York, you saying?
Yeah.
No, I don't think he was in a bad place. I don't. Okay. Because I feel like this right here. I feel like he didn't utilize the talents that he did have when he had the opportunity to. He had a healthy Saquon Barkley in the backfield. He had some wide receivers, Ingram and all them cats, the kind of dump off to. He didn't have no just trash wide receivers. But when it came down to it, man, he didn't get it done. He was a turnover machine. So no, I don't feel like he was in a bad situation. I just feel like he was a bad player.
I want to see, but I don't feel like he got any kind of development over there though, dude. But anyway, let's go. But in the Colts, with the Colts,
what message does that send?
That's saying that we ain't got no confidence in you, and we finna bring somebody in here that might even push you, even though he sucked. You finna still have to go do what you got to do because I ain't got no problem putting him in the game. We'll see what he got. But you out here wanting to quit halfway through a game, it's still in my hands, and I'm not liking that. Come on, man.
You doggone right. And all that being said, it's just like this right here, Rodney. This is your last chance.
Yeah.
Blow it.
This is your last
chance. You gone. Do you want me gone, soldier?
Hey, I just got this across the chicken.
Talk to me.
San Francisco let their head coach go. I mean, they let everybody else go.
Hey, man, you ain't fun. You ain't fun. But this across the ticker, Mississippi State up on LSU 44-24 at halftime.
There we go, baby. There we go. Good one.
So, but yeah. Look like San Francisco is locked in a center block room, throwing the dynamite in there and just blowing everything up. Oh, you get an honor. You get an honor. They letting them go. They letting them go left and right. But I'll be honest with you.
They immediately getting picked up though.
as they should. There there was some moves that were made that I wasn't surprised about. That I pretty much was expecting, like Greenlaw. I expected him to go get his paper. I expected Hufanga the go, but
Like
I'm a Miss
Debo, we
Greenlaw.
knew that was
I'm
going.
a Miss Greenlaw. Debo, I kind of suspect, but expected him to be moved, but not him requesting it. I didn't see that coming. But cause as a matter of fact, I kind of called it back here a while ago. But anyway, shoot, man, doggone the offer, Juice, man, Juice check, man, Kyle, you check, man. I hate he's gone. I really, really do because he did a lot for the running game, a whole lot for the running game. But it is what it is. What he said, appreciate the guard from the 49. Yeah, 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 whatever. Y'all need well, yeah, I have to say we need him too, but it is what it is. So, we rebuilding, getting younger, I guess. But it wouldn't you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if they traded CMC, dog. And I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad. I really,
Well,
really
you got,
wouldn't.
you know what?
Because I really don't believe he's going to be healthy again. Not totally. I don't.
This is the thing. Um, it's the same formula that we've seen in recent past with San Francisco. They had that window, they get hit by the injury bug, and then they just shop them off, and then they get picks and whatever, and they try to get back going again. I'm just you want to see, and I know it sucks when it's like as a fan of a team, you want to see them make the moves to try to do this, do this, do this. But when you see your team do what they're doing now, it's not a win now deal. They know that. This is
Right.
a get right deal. So we're gonna let all these injuries. We're not gonna go through this keeping people too long. We're not gonna go through paying people too much. If they want to go because you weren't doing nothing anyway, Debo. I'm gonna get something for you, and we're gonna use what we got to get what we're going. So
Exactly.
seeing it actually happen is a good thing, even though in the short term it's just like, man, it's finna suck. All my favorite players, all the good players, but they do that. The other part is you do stuff like Dallas and do nothing for 3 years.
Right.
And then you sit there and look at people still talk about crazy stuff. Don't nobody have time for that. Do something. Like that meme when the dude had a stick and he poking at the little thing. Do something.
Do something.
Do something. That's it. Now, I got one thing to throw at you real quick. Minnesota Vikings. They made a couple signings that I liked.
Talk to me.
That gonna help. They got a offensive guard, Will Fries. I forget where he came from, but they got him. And then they got offensive center, Ryan Kelly. The one thing then they got some defensive help. They got a DB, Thomas. They got 2 defensive tackles that they signed some big money to. Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrove. And like I said, they got the cornerback. They making some moves that's showing that they trying to do something like right now. They see that they got something as long as the quarterback can come in there and do what he's supposed to do.
Right.
And at this point, they trying to help him out as much as they can. So I like the move that they made.
Well,
and they let old boy walk, which ain't gonna cause no issues down the line.
All that's good, but I felt like they should have ran it back with Sam Darnold. I really, really do. I do. I think they should have ran it. I think they should have ran it back with Sam Darnold. Yes, I know he only had 2 bad games, but it was the 2 games that he did not need to be bad. I feel like they need to run it back. Let your boy get healthy. Let him get healthy. Don't rush him. Don't rush him out there. But I think they should have ran it back. But I think, and this is kind of tied to the Pittsburgh deal, I feel like whoever don't get the Pittsburgh gig will end up in Minnesota.
What you mean?
Whoever don't get the starting Pittsburgh gig between Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson.
You think they're
We're
gonna end up in
in
Minnesota?
in Minnesota.
Ooh. Uh,
Sit back and marinate on that for a little while.
that's the difference, but not because what I saw was that the Giants was the ones that was in second with in discussion with both of them to pick one of them up if one don't go to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but who really want to go to that organization right now? Let's be real.
I mean, they paying, and if you ain't get no offers from nowhere else, because
Yeah.
a lot of things they finna fool with Aaron Rodgers, man. They
Yeah,
not.
if you want to go that he's the only person that needs to go. I would send Russell Wilson. I don't think Russell Wilson should take it. Just send Aaron Rodgers. They'll put him on the back a couple times. They'll send him on out of here. I'm tired of Aaron Rodgers.
I got another one for you. Chicago Bears.
Oh, you know what? We're gonna talk about the Bears. I want to answer Tony's question about how would the Bills get anybody with that Allen contract. I want to address that when we come back. But talk to me. Talk to me.
They got two offense. They traded for two offensive linemen. One of them was Jonah Jackson from the Rams, and the other one was Joe Thurney from the Chiefs.
Okay.
That's a move. That's a move toward the future.
That's what you're supposed to do. But you know what that tells? But you know what that tells me though? That tells me also, Mr. Q quarterback that like to paint your little nails, the little glory colors. And you better get your butt out there and ball. There's no excuses. We pretty much got you what you need. You still got the same weapons that you did have. Look, we got your protection. Get out there and ball.
And then the other thing is they took a major advantage of another weak spot, which was spots in their defense. Okay, they got an edge rusher, and they got him. They got a defensive tackle, Grady Jarrett. They got a safety, Tavarius Moore, and they got they got some more offensive line help. They got a center, Drew Dahlman, who for 3 years, so they got something in him too. So they trying to get that man everything he need with no excuses, and they addressing him. So they look like they doing things right at this point.
We'll see.
So go ahead with your Tony question.
Tony, all right. I feel like this right here, dog. I know the dude got the bag, but that's the luxury of playing with a young team. They got a bunch of young players, man, so they can afford to give him that right now. They may have to reconstruct some things down the line, but as of right now, they playing with a really young team, a really young team. So I feel like money wise.
Let me jump in here real quick. One of the things that you do when you cut that money, and you make it and you got it to spend, you spend it. So when you say like the young players, like the young receivers, you lock up a receiver, Khalil Shakir, for 4 years, $60 million. So you got him out the way. You got that receiver 4 years, as long as he keep producing. You get a running back for 2 years, you keep producing. So like you were saying, they signed a wide receiver, Josh Palmer, 3 years, $36 million. So they got these people, they got the money to spend, and they spending it. So they're making sure that core stay in spot. So you got your quarterback, you got your two receivers, and then guess what else you do? You let money go that's costing you money and ain't returning on dividends. They let dude from the defense go,
Von Miller.
They cost him. Let him do what you gotta do.
But they added Joey Bosa.
They added Joey Bosa. They only added Joey Bosa for 1 year though. 1 year. They had Von Miller for 2 more, and they were gonna have to be paying him for 2 more. So you make the trades. You get your people. You added some Joey Bosa. You added another dude to your defensive tackle. Okay. And you already was in the spot that you want to be in last year. You was 2 plays away from being in the Super Bowl. Like, come on. That's what you don't expect nothing but that level right now. Because every year you got better and better. So now they spotted the Super Bowl. You adding the right pieces, you got the money to pay for it. If it ain't Super Bowl, you set for the next 3 years. All you gotta do is keep playing right. So I mean, I like it. Got the money, spend it.
Yeah. I tell you, a move that's kind of got some hidden messages to me, and it's pretty much concerning in the draft. Be honest with you, the move of Geno Smith going to the Raiders.
Oh,
I
that
like,
oh
I like that. I like that. I like
that
that. And also, I feel like now the Raiders can go out and get Shadur Sanders, and that'll be that veteran that he sit behind. I see the Raiders still going out and getting Shadur Sanders. I
hey,
really do. It
I do
sets up
too.
for it.
I do too. And who would you want to have your quarterback starting as a head coach? Because he wasn't bad as the head coach with quarterbacks. That dude was awesome with quarterbacks as the head coach. He just got one
Oh,
bad play call. This thing
you
is
talking about
Pete
Pete Carroll?
Carroll. Pete Carroll. Come on, man. It ain't no coincidence that when he was there, his quarterback did their job. Except for when they got hurt and was trying to struggle like Russell Wilson at the end. But outside of that, every quarterback he had with Russell Wilson and him done their job. So he's a good quarterback dude. I don't want him to go to the Raiders too, because he's gonna make that boy sit. And when Geno go out there and do what he do, start off hot, then start slowing down, or next year start slowing down. Now you got this dude right there ready to take spot because you got him on a good veteran, and then you got him a good veteran coach. And they retained some stuff on they building, and they retained some stuff. They kept Max Crosby.
Yeah.
They kept their defensive tackle Butler, which worked, and the edge rush. And who else they get? They got an offensive guard, and that's pretty much it. Well, no, they got Lonnie Johnson Jr. too. So they made some. That's a safety. So they made some moves to try to be competitive, I think.
Yeah.
That's all you can ask for is to build. And so if it don't work out with the quarterback that you just brought over in the trade, you got one in the wing. I think they're gonna get Shadur Sanders too.
I really do.
Unless they just trade out of it, which I don't see it happen.
That's right. Draft the rookies and learn. That's right. And like Tony said, that division really is going to be tough. You still got the Kansas City Chiefs are not going nowhere. The Chargers are getting better. The Raiders will be. I think who else in that division?
Denver.
And speaking of Denver, they got some two major pieces. Well, there it goes again. San Francisco. They got Hufanga from San Francisco, and they also got Greenlaw. A great tone setter. Two that I expected not to be on the roster this year, but it still hurt. But it's gonna help. As long as Hufanga is healthy, he will be a benefit. Hufanga.
Did you say Mufanga?
No, Hufanga.
Mufanga.
But as long as he stays healthy, he will be a terrific asset to that defense. They building something over there. They building something over there.
I like it, and the fact that they got a quarterback that's been here before, that makes a whole lot of difference too. Bo Nick did everything except for play great in that playoff game last year. That was the one thing that he didn't perform well in. But outside of that, the dude had a veteran type season. He came in like he had played the game before. So that's a big plus. And he cheap for 2 years after this. So you ain't got to make no move. He cheap for 2 years. Take advantage, bro. That's all you got to do. Put it around him and then pay him when it's time.
Hey, it's one that it happened really early, but we cannot overlook it. Devontae Adams to the Rams was big, dog. I really I like it, but then again, I don't like it because I gotta see him 2 times. Him on one side and doggone Puka Nacua on the other side.
Bro. And you
with Matthew Stafford standing upright, dude, that's gonna be sick.
Yeah,
that's gonna be sick.
And whoever they tight end is, get ready to eat. That's all I can tell you. Get ready to eat. Where do you think Cooper Kupp gonna end up?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Because he still got gas in the tank. He still got gas in the tank.
He got good gas in the tank. Where will Cooper Kupp end up? He will end up somewhere where somebody Need a wide receiver. Where can I see Cooper Cup end up? Washington.
Ooh.
I see Washington. Oh, I see. I hate to say it, but Seattle don't have any wide receivers. They let Lockett go. They let of course, Ryder. You see it with the Packers. Whatever.
No, Seattle
But
don't have any receivers. You're right.
no, because Metcalf going over to Pittsburgh, which I was cool with the idea of Sam Darnold going into Seattle and just plug and play with those cats. Ooh, Washington. Ooh. But but look, man, I was excited because I thought you were gonna have somebody to throw to, but now you don't have anything to throw to. Now we may just very well see the old Sam Darnold. I hope not, but we might see the old Sam Darnold because
Oh,
he's going into not a favorable situation
so
in my opinion.
he might be the old Sam Darnold due to the circumstances that's not in his
Due
control.
to the circumstances that's
All right,
beyond his control.
bet. But they can pick up Cooper Cup
Yep.
and make a
And then
big
he'll
difference.
have somebody to throw to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have something though
Yeah.
too. And it's you can find receivers. You can find receivers. They don't have to
Yep.
be great. They don't have to have great names. You can make a trade for a decent receiver coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shoot, Texas been giving away receivers left and right.
Tell me about it.
And then you got, but hey, and then like look, this is where I'm going. A lot of agents in that at the position left. A lot of free agent left. Yes, it is. And
Yes, it
this
is.
right here. Ooh. Ooh. Speaking of the Cardinals, let's see what Arizona did.
Hey, hold on hey, before you move on to the Cardinals, one more thing about the Seattle Seahawks. They added DeMarcus Lawrence to a 3-year, 42 mil, 18 mil guaranteed. They added him to a 3-year deal. So they got DeMarcus Lawrence D-Law on the other side of that defense. Yeah,
That's
got to
scary.
deal with him 2 times out of the year too.
That's
So
scary.
that's big. That's big.
That's
That's
that,
big.
that because Seattle's always a defensive team anyway. They got
Yeah.
it. They're gonna have defense anyway. That's big because that's a talent. Maybe he's about to be injury prone, something we don't know, but he been the last couple of years, he's been hurt at some big times. So we'll see. I will see. I would like to see him healthy because he's scared when he's healthy. Now that Tony
Arizona.
brought up Arizona, they made a couple moves. One of them was they got a little defensive help. They signed Josh Sweat 4 years, big contract, $76 million.
That was a good move.
That's a good move. That's a good move. You got a linebacker, Akeem Davis Gaither, 2
Yeah.
years, and you got Mikael Walker, who's a linebacker. They kept Zay Jones at receiver, which when he healthy or a lot of pressure's not on him, he can tend to show out. So if you got a Cooper Cup with Harrison on the other side, and you got Zay Jones at the third slot, bro, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. So if they can get a little bit more production from the O-line, keep him upright because he was running with that kid, like he stole your phone a lot of times last year, they'll be okay. They re-signed a couple people, but I think they need to address that a little bit more because just because you got a mobile quarterback, they give you a false narrative sometimes. Oh, our offensive line is good. He can escape. He can escape. Yeah, he can run because he's running for his life. But if you ain't hitting the key pieces, he ain't got to run. So I think that gives you a little false narrative because they use him on little quick draws and drop back and then cut out, bootleg. That stuff shows that you have a weak offensive line. So you got to address some issues in. So if they can do that, I think they'll be somebody that contend in the division too. But that division is about to be wide open again.
Yes, it is.
So
so it's gonna be rough for my Niners over there this year. I'm gonna tell you because of the Rams and because of the Seattle Seahawks themselves. So, eh, eh.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough. But
But
we'll see.
that,
We'll
but
see.
that in a nutshell. That's what's going on. Oh, you got D Hop. Okay, they'll miss D Hop going to the Ravens,
Can't
which
miss it.
which only thing he can do is like I feel like oh man, I wish I had my oh boy, I wish I had that thing working. But I got that Raven sound over here. I got that Raven sound. But
Oh, that's see.
anyway, but he'll be a good mentor for Zay Flowers, So,
I mean, I think he'll be
but from a production
reset.
standpoint, I don't think that's gonna be
It's not gonna be that big of a monster. It just makes
right.
you a dangerous team. You got everything on offense you need.
Yeah,
Everything on offense you need. It just makes you a dangerous team, more dangerous team. So, it give your receivers another chance to eat. And maybe he do get that spotlight when he leads it. I don't see why not. They can do it.
yeah, whatever.
But look, man. Hey, check this out. Tell these folks about LeBron cussing Stephen A. out on the floor about his son.
Man, I guess y'all seen it by now, man. Going Memphis on y'all, man. LeBron, man, that
Good
stepped to
point.
Stephen A. Smith, man. What he said? Red zone receiver? Yeah, red
Yep.
zone receiver. Yeah,
Yep.
good sure hands. Good sure hands. Um, but um, back here some days ago, Stephen A. Smith made some comments about LeBron James and the situation that he got Bronny in, that he allowed to bring him into. I guess making him a lightning rod for subjects such as his basketball play, whatever. How you know he really should be in the G League and all this, that, and the third. That's the normal that everybody else talking about. You know,
Mhm.
uh, I mean, for real. Whenever Bronny on the court, everybody talking about Bronny on the court. And, you got those out there that said that he shouldn't be. And Stephen A. Smith on one particular day on this show talked about how Bronny got him in a bad position, and he need to really consider what position that he put his son in. Him
Right.
being, LeBron James, everybody knowing him, and then they pulling these stunts and whatnot, and he's making it his son a lightning rod simply because of who his father is.
Right.
And LeBron steps to Stephen A. I guess it was around third quarter. I thought it was before the game. But apparently it wasn't before the game. It was like somewhere in the third quarter. Saw Stephen A. step to him, use some choice words and told him pretty much, keep my son name out your mouth.
Right.
You know, you know, uh, you know, that's pretty much what it was. And he told him, pretty much keep my son's name out your mouth, stop speaking on my son and all this kind of stuff, cussed him out. Told him have a great day, have a coconut smile. Stephen A. said, yes, I will, you a big man. And that was that. And that was that. Now everybody has to give and takes on it or whatever. But this right here my take, man. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Now, if number one, you need to listen to the content of what it was that he said. Number one, because I really felt like he didn't say anything wrong because that particular subject that he was speaking on, he was addressing when he addressed LeBron. He never said, Bronny, you need to do X, Y, Z. No, it was all about LeBron, and that's the way he went at it. So, but yet and still, I mean, if he had that big of a problem with it, um, why wait to this public setting like this right here? You're in the middle of a game now, timeout or whatever the case may be or whatever. Wherever LeBron stand up and move, everybody's watching. So he knows this also. It's nothing new to him. He know this. Because how do I know he know this? Because you got enough sense to cover your mouth when you're having conversations on the bench. So you know you're being watched.
Yeah.
So I feel like if it was that serious, you don't handle things like that. Or just tell him, hey man, let me holler at you after the game. Or just call the man. I'm sure he ain't hard to get in touch with. Call the man and y'all talking out, do whatever you say, what it is that you got to say. But that don't make you look good. I know you're a father. I get that. I know even Stephen A. said that wasn't LeBron the player. That was LeBron the father. I get all that, this, that, and the third. But there's a way that you handle everything being that father.
Hey, look.
And that, I feel like, is not one of the ways you handle that. He should have called the man to the side and did it all behind closed doors. That's just me.
At the you know, the whole thing about it. Barry said it earlier, sins of the father. Every kid that comes behind that father in a professional sport is gonna be ridiculed.
Tony.
But
Tony.
I got to come in hush.
No, Tony.
So especially when you're good, right? Especially when you're good. So that's part of it. LeBron knows that. That's why he did what he did. It was strategic. The dude don't do nothing without a thought, without a process on it. So he knows exactly what he did when he went out there and didn't cover his mouth, and he stood up for his son in front of the world to what some people just say is a loudmouth, right? So I'm putting my foot down with this dude, right? So I'm on the point to where from the jump, when I saw it, and when you finally fill me in with the rest, I'm like, hey, man, you're doing too much. Like, you could call that man and say, hey, you don't do that. And if you would, you know, address it, you can address this conversation. But I'm asking you, man to man, that some of the stuff that you calling out, I don't agree with, and it had nothing to do with basketball. So,
go ahead.
At the same time, as a legacy of being in that sport, you got to understand that's what's going to come with it. Stephen A. ain't the only dude saying all this stuff. So why you just stepping to Stephen A? And that goes to my next thing. There's been plenty of folks at your game that done dog this dude, but you didn't step to none of them. And would he step to Steven Jackson? No. We'll get the tape back out your mouth. No. Is he gonna step to Barnes and them? No. He ain't gonna say nothing to them. You take them shots when you can, and you put a message out there that kind of stuff won't be tolerated. Now, he should have did this behind closed doors and in a different setting. I agree with you 100%. But he had to put on a bad lion costume for the show, for the people.
For the people. You know what he was doing? He was doing something he always accustomed to. He was flopping. That's what he was doing. He was flopping.
He did exactly what he did.
He out there playing tough guy. He ain't tough. He flopping.
He didn't do that. But you did. But he won't do it to nobody on the NBA crew.
But you said something, dude. You said something that I was about to say too, and that was, who else are you going to step to? Because it's more than Stephen A. that had something to say. They said worse,
right?
They said stuff directly about your son,
right?
Are you going to step to them?
No.
When?
No. Look, Buzz Bunny. No. What up, Ed? Bro, you about an hour too late. Hey, man. That was all right. What else you got?
You know what? That's pretty much it, man. Game too much tonight, man. We were just like the free agents, man. We were like, wham. Man, they didn't know where it was coming from. Wham.
Straight. Yeah, all that good stuff. So look,
hey,
we'll be back because can
I say this right here? Can I say this? Stop that. Let me say this right here. Lakers fans, y'all chill out. You sound like Cowboy fans. You need to start paying attention to Golden State and what Jimmy Butler and Chef Wadi doing out there in Golden State. You need to pay attention. The Cleveland Cavaliers are not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. I thought they was going to fizzle out, but they're not going anywhere. Throw away the 76ers. I don't know what they got going on. Build around Sexton. I'm talking about, man, the playoffs is lining up. The playoffs is lining up. So be ready. We're going to touch on some. That's all I got. Now that's all I got.
Be ready for it. I can't wait. Because
Boston Celtics is balling. Tatum.
Did I miss a message? Hey man, we'll get to that on the next show. How about that? We ain't got no time for that.
NBA MVP. You know who it is? It's SGA. Head and shoulders. SGA out there looking like a slick salamander doing layups. It's SGA, dog.
I guess you didn't hear nothing I said.
Oh, my bad. What you say?
God. I say it to Draymond Green. Look, we finna get out of here, man. I said we're gonna talk about that next show. You just went on and do it.
I'm pretty sure they're done for today, but we'll see you next time on the R&R Show.
Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Hey, hold up. I had to pause. A lot of y'all reached out in the recent passing of my father, and I do appreciate. I love y'all for that. Them little words when people talk about, don't man, leave him alone. He going through something. No, send all of it to everybody you know when something bad happened to him, because that stuff make a difference. And I just want to let y'all know that made a difference. So I do appreciate y'all. It's gonna be a rough road to go, but we still here. All we got to do is celebrate and keep it rolling. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all be easy, stay greasy, and slide on. That's the wrong one. All right, man. Peace.